welcome back to Lava Reef Zone, everybody. We are pretty much to the end of the game already. And this is one of the two full 2-act levels that we have left. The other 2-act level is all the way at the end over here. But after this level, we are going to have 2 short levels, and then after that, we are going to be getting towards the end of the game. So it's kind of weird how this second half of the game is so much shorter than the first half. Even though both of them have the same amount of levels. But one of the later levels of this second half, they are actually pretty short. And this one up is actually kind of really tricky to get, because what happens is that you can break this one up box, and the momentum of breaking the box will actually send you right into this spiky ball over here. But this is kind of like a return to the more linear levels, kind of like the flying battery zones. I really wish they had more big open levels like in mushroom view zones that are in this second half. Oh, but this is one of the cool little things the developers did. So they put 2 objects together, they stack 2 objects together. So one of these is, so they put a rock over here, and then underneath the rock, when it reaches all the way down to the bottom, then there's actually a spring that showed up for half a second. So that's one of the cool little things some of the earlier developers did to kind of cut down on time, so they don't have to create a new separate object that would act as both a rock and a spring. And some of these enemies, the explosion that they do, they actually do damage, and then all the debris that comes out after the explosion, those will also do damage as well. So it's kind of a good thing we have the bubble shield with us. Oh, and we got another one of these slot machines. Hopefully I don't get the robot neck this time, like how I got it last time and we just got all our rings taken away. Okay, I think we should call it quits here. That way we don't just go back outside with no rings, because I have a really high suspicion if I go back into that slot machine again, then we're just going to get 3 robot necks in a row and lose all of our rings. But having the fire shield over here pretty much trivializes most of the hazards of this level, just because the shield itself will repel any kind of projectile or any kind of debris that gets sent our way. And it also makes us immune to all the lavas that are in this area. So having the fire shield actually helps a lot over here. And over here, there's actually a 1-up on the side if you are not. And we can just walk on the lava with this fire shield, which we otherwise would not be able to do. And originally there's supposed to be a bonus stage over here, but because I failed that bonus stage, then that ring is gone. I actually didn't know that even if you reload the game, then the bonus will stay gone forever. So good thing we have one more bonus all the way to the right over here. So I have to be really careful with how I control Sonic in this. That way I don't miss out on actually securing our ability to transform into hypersonic. Kind of weird how they have that. There's some kind of an input delay within these bonus stages. It's I have to really go hard on the button presses. And I don't remember those being such a big problem earlier on with some of the earlier bonus stages. So I don't know what's up with that. We've been here before. And one of the really dangerous things that you can do in these bonus stages is you can actually get lost. And yeah, I think I'm getting lost over here. I need to find a way to get out of that main hub area and pretty much go into the next quadrant. there anything over here? Okay, I need to be careful. Yeah, like with this increasing speed, they'll try to ram you into kind of like a red zone. Okay, I need to just get the last one. Okay. I think that's all the super emeralds collected, right? Hopefully. Yeah, we got all the super emeralds. Yeah, but it's like for these later bonus stages, there's some kind of an input delay with your like turning in the bonus stages. So as it gets sped up, then for whatever reason, like it gets really hard to turn Sonic. So even though like originally when we were in the first half, all those bonus stages look really simple to work around. These later bonus stages, they actually get really tricky. And with all the super emeralds collected, we can actually transform into hypersonic right now. So basically, as long as once I lose this shield, then I'll try to show off hypersonic. And I don't really want to lose it to this kind of spiky platform over here, just because. Wait, were the rings glowing? Like all the rings to the left are glowing. So if I move it over here, then they go back to regular golden rings. But if I go a little bit to the left, as long as that other bonus ring is glowing, then all these other regular rings are also glowing. Like if I jump, then they don't glow. That is such a weird little thing that they are doing. Let me try to use this. Oh, I can use this explosion too. Oh, I guess not. There should be a spike somewhere. Does he not do damage to the shield? I guess it doesn't. Alright. Whatever. We'll have plenty of opportunities to work through the hypersonic, to show off hypersonic. I mean. Let me try to get Tails back over here. Oh, there's Tails. Oh. Yeah, and this entrance to the bonus stage over here. This is only this specifically to copy area. There's actually no other way to come inside here. Originally, I thought there would be like a broken wall somewhere that we can go through, but apparently using one of those springs and tails is the only way to actually get into that cave with the bonus ring. Oh, I can use this to boost the shield, and then we can transform into hypersonic once we get out of the invincibility. And hypersonics are a lot stronger than supersonic. So hypersonic is completely immune to like pretty much all damage sources, and crucially, hypersonic also maintains all of his momentum while underwater. And he might also be immune to crushes. Oh, I guess not. But in addition to all of that, hypersonic also gains the ability to have a dashing attack. Oh. So kind of like how I can use my instant shield right now. With hypersonic, if you try to use your instant shield, that actually turns into a dashing attack that will also clear out all the enemies on your screen. So it's kind of like both a dashing attack and like an energy explosion at the same time. So like for the purpose of exploration, hypersonic just completely trivializes exploration. Just because with the dashing attack, you also gain this kind of dashing attack that the fire shield has, and in addition to that, it also clears out all the enemies. So that basically means like exploration, you will be able to ignore most tasks. So if I try to do the dashing attack right now, that will just clear out all the enemies on the screen. and that's on top of the already incredibly high acceleration speed of hypersonic. So like I'll try to show it off a little bit here, but later on when we go back to exploration, I'll just try to avoid using hypersonic as much as I can, just because like the stage right now becomes completely meaningless if I have hypersonic activated. Oh, actually with this mod, I think I can just turn off hypersonic by myself, right? Yeah, I can. Okay. I'll turn back on hypersonic when we get to the mid boss over here, just because the mid boss can get a little bit annoying. Okay, so this is the mid boss. We start off with fighting these two little tendrils over here, and you have to dodge all the projectiles, and that's pretty simple enough. And once you take out all those tendrils, then this little hand comes out, and this hand actually has the most annoying hitboxes of all the enemies, just because of how unclear like the actual hitbox actually is. If you're trying to land on top of it, then you actually take damage for whatever reason. So if I try to show it off here, we wait for it to climb down, and then we land on it. Sometimes you take damage, and then some other times you don't, and it just looks to be completely random. And if I get this sign to land at a specific spot, I can actually proc a fire shield to spawn from underneath the ground. So that's what I was trying to do. I think the fire shield can spawn roughly around where I'm moving. If you get this flagpole to like land on a specific area. But Act 2, we are pretty much getting into kind of like a hidden base inside this lava mining tunnel. Oh, and these moving platforms can actually crush you, so you do want to be a little bit careful with them. Oh, yeah, so what can happen is that explosion can knock you into one of the gaps with those moving platforms, and then as they are moving, they'll just crush you that way. Here are the robotic TVs again, so we want to be careful not to pop them. I stopped there for a second just because I heard somebody pop those robotic TVs, and I thought like maybe Tails triggered one of them, but then I went back and looked, and apparently nothing happened. Are there not rings up above? I swear there are rings up above. Let's get Tails to show us. Wait, really? It's just a ceiling? Okay. And I'm just trying to farm up 50 rings over here, just so we can take the hypersonic when we have to, but the invincibility over here works just as fine. I do want to be a little bit careful with these hallways, because the invincibility can actually run out while you are in the middle of crossing the hallway, and if you are not aware of that, then you will actually lose your you will either lose your rings or you can lose your shield that way. Okay, then we just go towards the exit. Wait, how did that take damage? I guess I ran into the actual hitbox instead, maybe? Oh, it's probably this one that has springs, yep. Is there anything to the left? Probably not. Oh, wait, yes there is. So there's a lightning shield and a ring. And this should be another bonus, yep. Oh, by the way, this is actually a really cool little hidden area over here. So we just got the ring for the bonus, and if we press this button over here, then it actually opens up this hallway for us to exit. And normally, if we are just exploring, if we didn't pick the bottom path, so if I try to go back over here. Yeah, so if we came in through like a top path, then I'm just using hypersonic so I don't have to worry about the hallway. But if we just came through from the top path, then we actually can still hit this button, and that will open the same doorway for us to get the bonus. And I think this is pretty close to the end of the level. And I really like what they did with the background. It really reminds me of a lot of the older... Oh, yeah, so much for getting that bonus ring. Good thing the boss of this level isn't all that difficult, so we don't actually need the hypersonic to make it easier. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, the background. It actually reminds me a lot of the older action RPG games that came up with the Genesis and everything. We might be able to mess around with one of those a little bit later. Oh, you know what? Let's just get Tails to carry us up to the platform, so we don't have to keep worrying about trying to land on the precise cycle. And over here in the background, there's the Death Egg. And if we remember back at Launch Base Zone, the Death Egg crashed, and this is basically where it ended up landing. So that's why Robotnik set up shop over here, and he's trying to get the Death Egg up and operational again. But yeah, now that we got pushed all the way to the bottom, then the Death Egg has also been activated. And there's Robotnik in the background trying to shoot us down with his own little missiles. And the Robotnik in the background is actually using the mech suit that he'll be fighting us with at the end of this little auto-scroller. And this auto-scroller is actually really dangerous. Oh, can I get 50 rings? No, I guess not. Just because this auto-scroller can actually crush you if you are not careful. And as you are coming over to this area, there's also a pit that you have to worry about. And all we are doing right now is basically just try to fall all the way to the bottom. And by the time we get to the bottom, we'll see Robotnik with his mech suit. And there's actually nothing we can do to damage this mech suit over here. Kind of like the golem from yesterday. All we have to do is outlast this mech suit and wait for it to destroy itself. And if we And if we can see a little bit earlier, the only thing that does damage is these like little bombs that he throws up in the air, and all we have to do is basically wait for him to take in 8 bombs, and that will destroy the mech suit. So I think he already took in 6, so there are only 2 more left. Which is another thing that I think is a little bit weird to but didn't he take in 8 already? Alright, whatever. But because there's no way for us to damage this mech suit, one of the more dangerous things is that it can actually cause you to run out of time. In addition to like this platforming being a little bit more annoying if you don't have the fire shield available. Okay, there we go. I swear he took in like 10 of those bombs. That is so weird. But with the mech suit defeated, we can pop this capsule, and that's basically the end of the lava reef zone. So thank you everybody for watching. Tomorrow I guess we'll do 2 zones at once, just because the 2 zones that are after this area are a little bit too short. So come back tomorrow and we'll be doing both Hidden Palace Zone and Sky Sanctuary. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.